What's up, guys? Matt here, and I am tired, super tired. We've been home probably about an hour or so, and we had a job to do today. It's kind of a funny story. My aunt, she's a real estate agent, and she deals with a lot of rental properties, and she also sells a lot of properties too. But she called me Friday and asked me when the soonest I could do a job was. It was a cleanup and basic mow and blow and trim some hedges and put some pine straw in their beds. Well, I told her, I said, shoot me the address, and I was off work. I had just gotten off work from my full-time job, and I told her, I said, shoot me the address, and I'll shoot by there. In just a few minutes, I'm headed to the house, and I told her, I said, it's really just going to depend on what all it consists of. It will be for me to let you know when I can do it. She said, okay, cool. So she shot me the address. I went by there and looked at it, and man, this yard is actually a beautiful property. It really is. But the only problem is it looks like it hadn't been maintained in about 2 years. And the homeowners, they are going through evidently a pretty nasty divorce. And evidently he hasn't worked since the pandemic started. And I guess he hasn't worked in his yard neither. But and I don't know the situation, so I'm not talking trash about the guy. But and evidently she has already left the state. But and they're not on the same page with each other. And to make a long story short, he doesn't have any money. But when I walked around the yard, of course it was a vacant home. I don't know where he's staying, but he's not staying there. And they're just trying to sell the house and be done with it. Well, this yard was bad. It was bad. I mean, Bermuda lawn, probably 7 inches high. And down here in Georgia, we keep Bermuda in the wintertime. We usually keep it about 1.5 inches, 2 inches at the most in the winter. In the summer, it's usually about 3/4 of an inch. But looks like it had never been edged, and it was bad. And then there was a row of trees in the middle of their backyard, and these trees, there was so much undergrowth in there, and it was thick, just a tang. It looked like something a rabbit wouldn't even try to go through. And behind those trees was kind of a natural area, and it was part of the property too, and it needed to be cleaned up as well. Well, to make a long story short, with the cleanup, the bill was going to be around $400. And I texted my aunt the invoice, and she said, okay, I will send it over to the homeowner, and I will let you know as soon as I get approval when you can start. And I told her, I can start today, tomorrow, or Sunday, it doesn't matter. And she said, okay. And she texted me about an hour later, and she said, I hate to tell you this, but the homeowner said they cannot afford it, that they would just take care of it themselves. But thanks anyway. And I said, yes, ma'am. And now, guys, I've told my aunt before, and I've also told you guys before, I am not equipped to do cleanups, to do debris cleanups. My main thing right now is just to make as much money as I can on basic mowing and blowing. Little small leaf cleanups here and there, yes, I can do that. But when it comes to full-scale cleanups, that's not something that I am equipped to do. I can do it, but I don't have the equipment, the proper equipment to do it. So it's going to take me twice as long as what it would take somebody that has the equipment to do it. So therefore, it's going to be twice as expensive. In my area, the basic charge for debris cleanups or fall and winter cleanups, whatever, whether it be leaves or sticks or whatever, cleanup is a cleanup. But the basic charge in my area, the going rate is $60 an hour for that. And I told her, I said, it's expensive, I get it, but until I get the equipment to do it correctly, that's what it is. And she understands that. But so that was the end of it. Went through Friday evening, Saturday. I woke up this morning to cook breakfast for my family, and just to lay around the house and relax, And probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock, I walked back upstairs in my bedroom to get my phone. It was still on charge from the night before, and I realized I had a missed call and 2 text messages from my aunt. The first one said, "Call me when you can," and the second one was basically saying, whenever church is done, we can go ahead and plan on taking care of that yard. Just take the cleanup off. We'll just do everything else. And even with everything else, it still would have been a lot of time, because the yard was a mess. And me being the guy I am, I don't like doing stuff half-tail. And neither does my wife, and she is my helper or co-operator, whatever you want to call it. But so I thought about it. I said, I'm thankful that my aunt is keeping me busy. She is sending work my way, and she offered to pay. Evidently these people have zero money, not much at all, and she's worried that they were going to hire some teenager and pay him $50 to just do the best he could and be done with it, and it was going to wind up looking like trash. And she was worried that she was going to be stuck with a house that she couldn't sell. So in her eyes, she says she'd rather just pay somebody out of her pocket, go ahead and get the commission off of it, and get the house out of her hair. She had a mess on her hands. And when she explained all that to me, I felt bad. I said, well, she's keeping me busy. She is trying to help me get my business off the ground. So my wife and I talked about it. And I texted her. I told her, I said, look, I said, I'm busy at the moment. I said, I will call you after lunch. And so I went ahead and loaded the trailer and the truck and everything up. And we drove around town for a few minutes to see if we could find somebody that was open where I could get pine straw. And, I could go to Lowe's or Home Depot to get slash pine straw, but when it comes to trying to sell a house, you want the good stuff. You want long leaf pine straw, and which I don't like slash no way. I really don't like fooling with it because it just looks like garbage, in my opinion. So if I'm gonna do pine straw, it's gonna be long needle. But I called her, told her I can't find any pine straw at the moment because it's Sunday, of course, and all of our small businesses around here are closed. And but I would go ahead and take care of it for her. And she is my aunt. She's looking out for me. I told her, I said, I don't want you to have to pay anything out of your pocket. I said, whatever they can pay, we'll just go with that. But just keep sending work to me. She felt bad. She said, I don't want you to adjust your wages to try to help me out. She said, I want it to be worth your time to go out there and do it. And I told her again, I said, look, I said, if you keep sending work my way, it will be worth my time. I said, your family, I don't want you to get stuck with this house. And I want to see you do well too. Just like you want to see me do well, I want to see you do well. So we worked that out. And at this point, if I wind up making $50 off of this job, it took my wife and I 3 or 4 hours to do. And when I say 3 or 4 hours, we were straight getting it for 3 or 4 hours. It was hard work. And I'm gonna put some pictures at the end of this video. But I may not make but $50 if that off of this job. But I will say this. I have some before and after pictures that I could post on my Facebook page and my business page. And the neighbors around that house were extremely impressed. And it's one of those HOA neighborhoods where they had the just a cluster of mailboxes right there in one spot in the neighborhood. I did put a business card right there, and that cluster of mailboxes happens to be right there, but it butted up against that property that we did today. And everybody was just gawking at the job we done, and they kept giving us comments and everything else. So I may wind up getting some customers in this neighborhood, and it's a very nice, well-maintained neighborhood. It's just one bad apple can spoil the bunch, you know. But and I may wind up making $100 off of it. I mean, I'm just gonna chalk this one up as I'm gonna have to eat it. But the main thing is it was a job well done, and my wife and I, we actually enjoyed doing the job, even though it was hard work. And we did like getting that feeling, that sense of accomplishment after it was all said and done. But I feel like I did the right thing, or I feel like we did the right thing. But you guys leave me a comment down in the box below. Let me know what y'all would have done in this situation. I think my wife's coming down the steps now, but we're filthy, guys. We just got home. I just got out of the shower, and I think she just did too. But we're tired, and I got to get up at 2 in the morning, and it's 8 o'clock now. But y'all leave me a message in the comments below. Let me know what y'all have done in this situation, and let me know what y'all think about the before and after pictures at the end of this clip. But I'll see y'all soon. Bye.